Wow, so many questions.
Until tomorrow we are here.
Hey, bro. Are we close enough?
Yeah, I
Need to
think
be
so.
closer?
We can hug, don't worry.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
G'day. Welcome to his podcast.
Paradise. Yeah, we don't need to look in the camera. It's okay.
Ready? Oh,
We don't need to look in the camera.
sad.
But if you want, be my guest. Well, I have here in front of me Jean Valjean, the guy you saw it already in my vlogs, the guy on the wheels, or how do you call that?
We call that a steer wheel, and I'm Joe Bro, not
Joe
Jean
Bro.
Valjean. But I know
Jean
for
Bro, yeah. The nickname is
Jean Valjean.
Jean Valjean.
Yeah. We call this big hoop a steer wheel.
Big hoop?
Yeah, the big hoop, the wheel I'm doing.
Yeah.
A steer wheel, and it's like it's got the name from the guys who made it like famous, called Daniel Cyr, and this is why it's called a steer wheel. It's been like seen like mainly like Cirque du Soleil, those kind of things. But it's an old circus props that people have been using before.
So who invented it? Was a Canadian or?
I think Daniel Cyr is a Canadian, if I don't say any mistake.
Mm-hmm.
From like 2009, it's been really like out into the circus world where Cirque du Soleil used it. But before that, it was like a different kind of way of how it was built up, with like handle and foot handle as well.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, and because it's a single ring, it's a steer wheel. The double ring thing is called a German wheel. So it's a bit of difference.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're not afraid you catch your hands there when you do the...
Yeah, when you do the cartwheel and all those kind of things. Yes, sometimes, or like you forget once or twice, but then
And
no
that's more.
it. Yeah, but then after you remember to open your hands. It's like when you do a cartwheel on the ground, you open your hands. So,
All the time when I see you and you are too close to me, oh!
Yeah, I had some good bells and good like smashed.
Yeah?
Yeah, I started in 2011, and yeah, like you need.
We'll arrive also there.
You need to go through it to like learn the
You've
thing.
been on the ship for how long, working on the cruises?
I think it's going to be 4 months now. I started beginning of December.
So is the first contract for you?
First
On the
MSC,
cruise?
yeah, first MSC. I work in a previous company,
On the cruise?
Yeah, for a cruise as well called CMV Columbus. That was a short contract, just like starting to get the hang of it,
Mm-hmm.
to see how it felt and how it looks as well.
How did you found that job? Because here we are also giving some tips and tricks about where you found the job. For example,
Oh yeah.
all my contracts I found it on allcruise.com. How did you find yours?
For me, through social media,
So they found you.
Instagram mainly. I just laughed because I saw.
Do you have a lighter?
No,
No.
sorry.
I have electric.
Yeah, through social media. My first one, CMV Columbus, there's this like page on Facebook called Circus Job Opportunity, and one day a guy was like, "I'm looking for a steer wheel artist." So straight away I sent a message in my CV, and I got the jobs through there. And for the next one, like for the one I got with MSC, it's with Instagram. I just like starting to look more into cruise ships, so
Yeah.
like just like agent who book people. So you go like on a cruise ship page, and you see like
Profiles. With
profile of
pages.
people and all those kind of
just
things. But
like a small stalker.
yeah, but this is
But
what
you need to,
yeah,
yeah.
this is what you need to do. So I just contact this agent once. He didn't reply straight away, but I keep pushing it. And again, he was looking for like a steer wheel artist, and I sent him like a PDF of like and video teaser of what I do. And then he was like, "Yeah, okay. If you want to go for 6 months contract, let's do it."
6 months. Whoa.
Yeah. So that's supposed to be until beginning of July, when we should finish the contract.
Okay. Tell me what reminds you about your childhood. A thing, maybe a place or a toy or bubble gum or something. What reminds you about the child? First time when you think about the child, food?
When I think about skateboards, maybe like
Really?
I am a person who like being outside, and when I used to be younger, I used to just grab the skateboard and go by the roundabout and go like downhill and.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you could do the.
I was more like seated first, you know,
Okay.
like,
Okay.
like those kind of. I wasn't like so. I was crazy, but not that crazy to like start going standing up. But yeah, like skateboards and soccer, like those kind of things.
Yeah. Well, also me a little bit. I was doing skateboarding,
Did you?
but now more because I discovered the electric skateboard. So I have a nice
Like
electric skateboard.
the one wheel thing?
No. Proper longboard skateboard,
Yeah, with like the
but with the remote, and
yeah.
it has two motors. You know,
Yeah.
400 watt per wheel.
Oh, okay.
The power of the motor is quite fast. Go
Yeah.
around 20 kilometers per hour and has a
yeah.
pretty long range, like 15 kilometers.
Yeah. I saw like those single wheel skateboards as well.
Yeah, but those ones, I looked mostly to some ideas, because I want to go on the plane.
Yeah.
And I know the, how you call it, the
Motorbike?
scooters.
Scooter? Yeah.
You are not allowed to go on a plane because of the battery.
Yeah.
Then the one wheel also the battery is too big.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
motor is too big, so you cannot take it on the plane. So the only thing that I discovered was the electric skateboard.
Okay.
Because the battery, you can remove it,
Yeah.
and you can put it in the backpack, and you can go inside the cabin with the.
Okay.
So
Yeah, it's a bit
It's
on
small-
the issue with those things.
small watt-hour
Yeah.
limit that they have, the company. So yeah, always when I go to Palma de Mallorca, I like to go
Yeah, a
around.
bit of skate. Yeah, like, I mean, like for me, like I like doing this. I liked to do it, and then I did like skateboarding normally as well. Like like the 4 wheels, and you push with your
Mhm.
until I had like some good bells.
Also, this one you can go because it's brushless motors, so
Okay.
the wheels are free. You can just go.
Okay.
They are
Oh,
also with the belts that you
Yeah.
can is more harder, but I prefer
Yeah.
brushless.
You like technologic things, like I mean, like you're really good with like all those kind of things,
A little bit, yeah. I like to
Yeah.
go a little.
It's
Of
good.
course, I open
Yeah,
the engine, the motors. I change the brush.
it's good. It's good to have all those knowledge. I feel, like
I don't have any knowledge about this, but YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube. You can find anything
Anything,
on YouTube.
yeah.
Any tutorials.
I agree.
If one is not good, you can find another 10 that
Yeah,
they'll suit for you.
I definitely agree. Yeah.
So, what kind of clothes did you wear when you were a young teenager?
I guess I had like many phases. I don't know how you call it in English, but like like the baggy style, like big pants, like
Exactly.
like
very
skateboarder
large.
style. Yeah, like skateboarder style. Like having branded clothes, like the rip curl and like the skater style.
Yeah. Fishbone.
Fishbone?
You used to have it. We had, for example, in Romania, fishbone. The hats with fishbone.
Okay.
And it was a skeleton of the fish.
Yeah. I don't know if I had like those kind of things, but I had like the necklace, the like normal
so
necklace that
proper
like you can buy.
bling bling.
Yeah. I had this. I had like heaps of. I like having different kind of style. Like then when I grew up a little bit, I went to like hotel management, so I had like suits
Oh.
and like very like short, tight hair. But yeah, like that was it probably. Like starting with branded clothes, and then eventually I was like, oh, don't need brands, just
Yeah.
any kind of clothes could
And
be good.
What kind of clothes you wouldn't wear today?
Like too fashion clothes. I'm not like a fashion person. I like being like looking smart, but if I can try to avoid having like like
Fancy.
too fancy, like I mean, like it depends on the context to the job that I do. Sometimes you need to be fancy. Like for example, like here on the boat when you go to the buffet, you need to
a
have
little
like
bit more different.
yeah, you need to have smart clothes. However, all the like the big branded stuff or like very expensive, you don't need to spend like you don't need to
No,
spend.
don't worry.
You don't need to spend like €200 into like a top or like a pants
Mhm.
to look flash or smart, you know. Like I dress up mainly like in up shop with up shop clothes or like outlet shop,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like
of course, well.
all those kind of things. I find like you can find nice product for like quite cheap than going into those like fancy shop. So I'm more like casual, normal, and easygoing kind of type of guy.
I wouldn't like to wear the things with bullets, you know, a lot of bullets on you.
Bullet.
They are kind of clothes with bullets on you,
What do you call
or
bullet?
with arrows.
Like the pompon. Like
Not pompon, but they are like bullets or like arrows, you know, in the leather type of
like
clothes.
gothic kind of type thing.
But they are no more gothic. Gothic is okay, but now these days they are no more gothic. They are pizzy, you know.
Yeah.
Not.
Yeah, like all those kind of like super extravagant. If it's for a show, yes, I wear it. But
Of course.
in a casual life,
Mm.
no. Just like I am like today. Like that's a bit quite smart because I knew you were going to record.
Yeah, okay.
Otherwise,
I
it's
just
like
come out
sport pants.
from work. Yeah. Well, thank you for coming, but it's not finished yet.
Yeah.
I would like just to ask you, who do you think in your family or when you were a child had a special talent and you were proud to be relatives? Can be an uncle or an aunt, cousin, who had a talent and you are proud of.
I think anyone of my family got a kind of like a special talent. To tell you exactly what, I can't remember. But like I feel like talking about my mom and my dad, mainly like my really like people who like raised me. I feel that they made me the man that I am today, and they give me like those knowledge to be respectful, to be aware of like what I do. They were every time behind me to like give me like this willpower to do things. So maybe like their special power will be like encouragement, like, you know, well educated, even if like sometimes I have been like a dodgy man.
That's good. So who was special, the most special that, I don't know, maybe somebody who was painting or singing or something?
Like in art, something. Like no one in my family has been an artist. Yeah, like my grandpa used to love going outdoor, hiking, every time going in different places. So maybe I take this kind of speciality from him.
Just to go
Yeah.
explore.
Yeah, to explore the world or
things.
to do different things. But that will be, some of the speciality of like my mom, my dad, or my grandpa.
Okay. That's sweet.
Yeah, like just discovering the world. I think that was one of the first things who like. My mom bring me to Africa. I live for 1 year in Africa with my mom.
Where about?
Burundi.
Okay.
Burundi, yeah.
So how is different or?
Yeah, she followed a man that she loved, and she was like, "Yeah, we're gonna go and live over there." And well, I was quite young, like maybe 7 or 8 years old. So I don't remember everything, but I remember like having like a good friend called Eric, who would like teach me how to ride a bicycle with no brakes, how to jump off from
BMX.
Yeah, like those kind of things. But how to jump off the bike if like I have to.
In case of danger.
Yeah, in case of danger. Just like like different culture, different landscape, different mentality.
Nice.
You know, like compared to like your European eye, where like you can have everything whenever you want.
Yeah.
Over there, like any little things is like feel special for them. So it's like kind of those kind of things that I could remember. And just wanted to travel after that.
Coming back on the cruise life, how did you make or why did you decide to go on the cruise ship? What makes you?
Many reasons. First reason will be like never wanted to be in the same place. You know, I don't like the routine. I lived during 10 years in New Zealand, and I had to come back to France. I was forced to come back for like visa purposes. Um, and then, yeah, when I came back, like for 2 years, I in France, you can't do anything if you don't have a qualification. So I am a teacher, performer, and a rigger. And I needed to get qualification to prove that I can do this. So I went back to school after 10 years in New Zealand to get those paper that I got and then keep performing in the meantime and teaching. But I felt like I didn't really belong there, you know, like just the mentality or like the way of like being, it's not really me. So I was a bit lost of like what to do. So that was one of the first reasons to like make me choose this. And the other one was like I was in a relationship, and I think like we didn't come along the same kind of wheel.
Yeah, the same path.
Yeah, and so it was hard being in the same area where she was, and she was my flyer. So like the person I was training with and doing acrobatics with.
I see.
And we could keep training together, but like, you know, when you love someone, it's really hard to like keep training with the same person.
Why?
Because
should be like a joy, no?
Yeah, but like
should be. Maybe at the
like
beginning.
for her, we could have stayed friends. For me, it was hard to switch from like lover to friends.
Mm-hmm.
So I needed to like go away to be able to forget her in one way.
I see. Okay.
So if I'm not forgetting, but like not being in the same routine, you know, or like not being on. I could have find other people to train with, all those kind of things, but this wasn't my goal. Just training is not. It's what I like, but I want to go at the end. And so when this contract came, I was like, yeah, this is probably the good opportunity to like
just go.
Keep thriving my passion, performing, making some money to be able to save to go back in New Zealand. That's my main goal, like to go back in this country and buy a land with my brother.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice. I was thinking because I was doing more or less, I have 10 years, since I have more than 10 years that I have my own service, small service with...
You mean business?
Yes, like with loudspeakers, small rig with lights, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And I need to go to school because my first contract was as a shop attendant, and I was looking forward to come and work in the backstage and work in theater, no?
Mm.
So I wanted to apply to HR in that moment, and he said, oh, no, you need to do that course. So, you know, yeah, but I have experience 10 years. Yeah, but doesn't matter. Well, so I need to go back to school, to stay 2 years in school. I went to Rome. So, yeah, I did the school.
Yeah, this is the thing, is like, even if like, I had like 10 years of like circus experience teaching and performing in New Zealand. I had like support letter from like different circus schools that I've been working with in regard of like trying to get like a residency to live in New Zealand.
Mm-hmm.
But for immigration, it wasn't good enough because I didn't have a piece of paper. And yeah, and I guess we are in a world where if you don't have this proof,
New Zealand is quite difficult.
You don't know what you're doing. Well, I mean, like New Zealand or in France as well. Like, I came back and was like, oh, can I come and teach? They were like, oh, do you got a qualification?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, no, I have 10 years of experience.
Sorry.
This is not enough. Same for rigging, you know. And I think like, I don't want to talk bad about like some countries, but like,
the system is different.
Yeah, for some countries, like they could be like give you the opportunity for you to do some things if you are a handyman, or like if you really like show that you can do some things, you can have the opportunity to do it. Then in other country, they just want to see a piece of paper, even if you are shit at what you're doing, you know.
Exactly.
So
about the systems, in UK is very good system because I never knew and I never worked in medical area, you know. And I start to do a little bit of volunteering, but just to see how it is, you know. Yeah. And I start to work with children with disabilities, and then they offer me trainings, and in 1 year they assign me to do the job. So now I have already more than 6 years that I'm working with the paper, with everything in England with children.
But that's cool. That's cool that they can give you, like, starting as a volunteer, but then it's as well like it can be like give you this opportunity to have a piece of paper.
Yeah, because after that I fall in love with a girl from Romania, and I went back in Romania and started to apply because I would like to go back in Romania, you know. And they told me, you need to have university, you need to have degrees. Yeah, but I have all the trainings and all the practical proof and practical with reference with everything from UK, you know. No,
That's not enough.
in Italy the same. No, we cannot. Even with elderly people, no.
Oh man.
With elderly, maybe if you know somebody, you can go fast, you know.
Yeah.
But no,
that,
the system is better in England. It's so good.
Yeah, this is why it's like so hard in some countries, because like same I work in New Zealand, I work with disabilities, people with disability, and like all ages, all abilities. That was the like sentence of the circus school I worked in New Zealand. And yeah, for 10 years I worked with people like that, not being mean, but I work with people like that. But then when you come back and they ask you the piece of paper, you are like, it's not because you don't have the piece of paper that you are not good at what you're doing. It's even more the opposite, because you have the experience, you exactly know more how to do it, you know, than someone who just come from school. And it's, sometimes I find this a bit unfair, but
what to do?
Yeah, exactly. It's the way it has to be anyway.
About the cruises, how you perceive the cruise life, how you see it, because we who live here, we are living like a drama, you know. The world doesn't know. They think everything is awesome, fancy parties, every day another city, you know. How do you see the crew life after the months that you work here?
So because as well it's a COVID time at the moment, it's quite different than when I was on CMV. I had like no many contract to do, no many like
duties.
I had no duties. I just had to perform twice a week, so it wasn't much. And and we were able to go everywhere in the boat, so that was great. But I think like maybe it was a smaller company, or like it wasn't like it is now, and like on MSC. And because there's the COVID rules, I feel kind of, I feel like we are lucky. Not saying this just because like it's recorded or whatever, but I feel like I am lucky for the job I get, for the place I am, for the condition I have, for the privilege I have, for the money I have.
Exactly.
You know, like it's not every time easy. Like I think like a couple of weeks ago, I had like my mood drop down kind of phase where like feeling upset, angry, suffocating, you know, because as well we didn't have the shore leave and all those kind of things. So it was hard, and I have a role as a circus captain, so I have to do the social work with the people if they are not feeling good, listening to them, dealing with our agent in case something's happening. So it's not a hard job, but sometimes it's just a weight on your shoulder that you know, it's just get too much at some point. But again, like if I compare myself to some of the people who do the entertainment, they do like three gigs a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, they don't have as much as privilege as we got. Maybe the salary is different.
Plus all day rehearsal.
Yeah, so this, you know, like I feel we are really privileged, and with what's happening in the world as well at the moment, you know, like we have work.
Yeah.
We are in a different world, and this is why it's enjoyable. But now because there is the COVID, it's true, like it's a bit sad that you can't actually have like this interaction with the crowd, because as a performer, I find really important to connect with the people. It's what as well make you feel good in your job, to get those feedback from like them seeing you, telling you like what they enjoy, what they didn't like. So that will be just like the tricky part. But now, like just a couple of days ago, we're starting to have shore leave. So that's really enjoyable, because now you travel and go in other countries.
Exactly. And we are allowed also to get out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was with good and bad, this contract, but...
How did you leave it? How was it for you?
For me...
How long have you been on the boat?
Well, this is like third ship already, fifth month. But the first month I did dry dock. It was okay. We had plenty of free time.
Yeah.
I was able to use the console and do whatever I wanted.
So like, pardon me.
Doing dry dock, you don't have nobody. It's only 100 people on board.
Mm-mm.
You have freedom to go wherever you want, but we couldn't go out
Yeah.
at that period. After that, they moved me on another ship. First, it was on Poesia, and now then it was on Magnifica. And I arrived there, full of guests, events, everything. So they said, okay, you need to stay 1 week in self-isolation, preventive quarantine, and then we'll assign you to do, technician or whatever. Okay. And
Yeah, like like if I can add, like I think what's hard, it's like this quarantine thing, so like this close contact thing, like.
So now the adventure begins because they put me 1 week. And in the middle of that week, they disembark all the guests because the crew start to have too many crew with positive. So they started a new week of quarantine for everybody in a dock in Le Havre.
Yeah.
And then after this week, for me, it was already the second week. They said, oh no, we need to extend because the cases are still up, so it's not good. Okay, so they extended up to 6 weeks. So I stayed in quarantine for 6 weeks on Magnifica.
No.
And then they released only who was negative. And then I had like 5 or 6 days on board. Of course, no guests, no nothing, because they were preparing everything. And then I've been transferred to here, to Grandiosa.
So you had another week?
Another week.
Oh my gosh, that's.
But I had 2 nice days, 3 days 2 days in Paris and 2 days in Marseille.
Yeah, but even though I feel like sometimes.
And then I came here and then I started to do show, and it was like all the world falling down after 3 months, almost.
I feel like
nothing.
Healthcare, the welfare, all those kind of things. I feel like they need to work on some stuff because it could be quite hard.
But this is not our problem; it's their problem. So what we can do, Tell me about your first day.
It's like take it or leave it.
Exactly. No, you need to adapt. It is something about you will discover your self-esteem.
Yeah, you just have to find like your.
If you want to adapt or not, if you're reliable or not.
Yeah, I guess.
Tell me about your first day. How was when you put your foot on the ship on the first day?
Before Musica?
In your first contract, first day.
In Grandiosa?
No, in your life when you start working on a cruise ship. How was for you the first day?
It was great. It was great because we were on CMV Columbus and I had just two gigs to do a week. So
no, the first day I'm saying. Everybody's, where am I? How can I find this? You don't know nothing.
I don't know. Like for me, it was like yes, new experience. It's great. Like this is like a bit how I live. Like my jobs in general. It's like a new experience coming, so it's like super excited. You find your theater, so I'm like very.
Make your way.
Yeah, I am very. How do you say curious? So like I'm gonna try to go like what's in there, like going. We were able to go everywhere, so I was like, I wanted to visit everything, so know where I'm going to be working. I had all those 1,000 questions. I was with a bro in a sharing cabin, so it was cool. We were 3 actually in the same cabin.
Really?
Yeah, but they were like cool dudes. They were acrobats, and we respect each other's privacy and all those kind of things. So no, I was really excited, and happy to have like a new job on a boat and like visiting the world. And we went from like I think it was like southeast of London, and we left from here. We went until like Russia, and we came back and we did like 10 countries.
Cool.
So yeah, like super excited, and happy. And I was scared to be seasick, but it was okay.
I was going before with the small catamarans to go fishing, and in those ones, yes, I had a little bit of seasick, but it passed, I know not to drink too much.
Those big buildings on the sea, you don't feel like so much the
But after when I joined the cruise ship, no problem. Actually, I
same.
like it. Oh, come on,
same.
more, you know.
Same. Like, I have a friend who got like a sailing boat, and like when we were on this sailing boat, I was like, I can't handle that. It's like, ooh, ooh. And my bro is every time like forcing the boat to rock. But on those like big beasts, it's like, yeah, that's okay.
Tell me the most funny moment that happened to you this contract.
What was the funniest things happening in this contract so far?
That you laugh a lot. Yeah, I think for an acrobat, it's a lot of funny moments.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's probably more like the silliness we have between all of us, like, you know, on stage, or like when we try to make each other laugh on stage, but like keep doing the show. You know, like some of the guys are singing, and so sometimes you're gonna do something to make them laugh, and you have to hold back to like don't laugh on stage.
It happened? Did you start to laugh on the stage?
Yeah, and like I'm lucky because in some of those, like one of the show I do, I am like the clown of the show.
Yeah.
So I can like really play with this if something's happened. Like I can actually laugh with the crowd or like do this kind of thing. But when you are a singer and like you have to actually sing and then you're starting to
hold it.
Yeah. So they stop like looking at me or like they not look. But you got like a couple of tips to like don't look at someone in the eyes, but pretend that you look it. You know, like looking there.
All the time when you stop to ask, technical director.
Yeah.
What do you want? What do you want?
Yeah, like those kind of. But yeah, just like people making me laugh in general, just like.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
you are a joyful person, so I like it a lot.
Yeah, thanks.
Because we can manage to to make the day better.
Yeah, I feel like if try to
stay all the time like
try to be try to be positive and bring positivity around you. It's like my main
goal.
My main goal, even if it's not every time easy, but like if you think positive, you feel good with yourself as well.
After a while, it came, like natural.
It's
coming by
exactly.
Default, everything.
Yeah, like if you just like starting moaning or bitching about like what could be better, what could be, there is people who got like worse than what we have. Like I said, we're in a boat.
Worse than worse.
Yeah, like maybe by the experience, it's what makes you realize that maybe you don't have much to moan about or like to be upset about. Like. I mean, like I say, I have a great life. Some people don't have even 1/10 of what I have, and they're happier than what I can be. So
and I'm happy for this also. I mean, like grateful. This kind of feeling I have it when I feel a little bit low of mood because maybe a colleague, somebody is angry with you or something. I just thinking, oh yeah, he didn't have enough free time, but look at me, I have everything. So
yeah, exactly.
Just leave it,
Yeah, like if one day you're not feeling good and you see your bro, it's gonna make you feel good because before it's been the opposite, and so.
How are the people in New Zealand? Different from Europeans, like like French that come from France.
I feel like coming with the European mentality, I felt like they are more humble, more open, more laid back, more chill, I had an amazing experience, and
I have a friend in Auckland, and all the time when I speak with him and sending pictures, whoa, it's so nice, everybody is so chill, so good. They are not so tight, like they don't pay attention to everything what's happening, they don't put soul to everything, to all the mistakes that maybe somebody
exactly.
can do.
Like
more relaxed.
There is not so much pressure about like some things that they have to be done. Like it's what sometimes as well could be frustrating, like when you come with the like European mentality and you give them like a cut-off date, or like some of the people I work with, and you arrive by the cut-off date and you're like, bro, did you do the thing? And it's like, oh no, give me a couple of more days. It's like, bro, this is the cut-off date. Oh yeah, bro. But like that's like a tiny things. Like I really enjoy just the way of like living and how friendly they are. Like we travel with my bro, we bought a van, we travel.
Your brother does as well?
Yeah, so my bro is like an old friend since 33 years, so it's like a brother. It's like a brother from another mother.
But he's working also in the circus,
In the circus,
area?
yeah.
What he does?
Same steer wheel juggling. Yeah, we went to the States together to learn how to do steer wheel with like a guy who came in New Zealand. And we were like, bro, wow, we like it. Can you teach us? So I was like, yeah, you come to the States and I teach you. So we went over there for 3 months.
So how you managed to go in the States? That was an adventure.
Yeah, just like living in New Zealand, met that guy called Sam Tribble, and he was doing steer wheel. And like I said, he said like, yeah, if you guys want to learn, you come to my town, to my place, and I invite you and I teach you. So we're like, okay, deal, bro. Like 6 months after, we call him back, and we're like, bro, we made some money on the side. We made some money on the side. Can we come and still learn? And so we get like a working holiday visa for like a touristic visa for 3 months. And we travel in the States. So we went to Burning Man. We went to like big event, to like the things you have to do. Not with him, just with other friends that who used to live who live in New Zealand, but they come from America. So we went with some of them to like a big festival, and then a month and a half traveling, and a month and a half learning steer wheel. And then we came back to New Zealand after. So we just went over there on holiday at first.
So you had any adventures to the border? Because, you are friends, so where is your visa? Or do you plan to work here, or they put any kind of questions like this? Because I know they pressure a little bit.
In the States, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, they ask us like, are you working there? And will you be working, or what are you doing? Or we're like, we just come on holiday. What was actually the fact we came on holiday.
So you say that you go to learn that thing, or?
No, not even. Just be short and sharp. We're just coming on holiday. That's it. Do you have a friend? Yes, he's living here. That's it. Like you don't have to be like so specified about what you're doing. And yeah, it was okay to just do this because we had a holiday visa, not a working holiday.
Yeah.
So it was.
Maybe they are more relaxed with. Did you work also with Cirque du Soleil?
No, never. I wanted to, but I never really had like. When I left New Zealand, I started to apply for Cirque du Soleil, but then COVID happened. Yeah. So like all the things that I was starting to put forward for Cirque never end up happening. And now, sometimes I'm thinking of like sending like my promo stuff. But on another hand, like, I don't know. I feel I don't want to sound like old guy, but like,
old guy. How old are you?
36. I mean, like 36 in the circus industry is quite.
It's hard.
It's not hard, but they take younger people. You know, Cirque du Soleil will take like young people come from circus school, elite gymnast, elite like top of the top. However, at the end, they take a bit everyone, but they will choose someone who can do my skills but younger. You know, like those kind of things. However, like I said, I can still try. But so far, I feel like I don't know. I didn't say I won't do it. So maybe I will try to apply and see if I can be in their database, you know. But no, I never worked for Cirque du Soleil.
Okay.
Not yet.
And now a stupid question, because you said you work in circus. It's true that everybody's sleeping
with each other?
In the camper?
I didn't say that. With each other in the camper, like in a van?
Yeah. Always moving, always changing the place?
Well, some are in the camper, some are in the hotel.
Accommodation?
Yeah. But I mean, like, it's like, if you have your own house, it's much easier. But I have some friends who like bought house in their hometown, and they just flew to do a job and come back to their house. Like for me, I live in a truck. I have a truck that I'm starting to like accommodate. But let's say it's much easier for an artist to have his own place to come back to at the end of the day, because you don't have every time like an accommodation is like
Yeah.
offer to you, but you still like being clean with your hygiene, you
Of
know,
course.
like because some people are like this cliche is like, they don't take any shower, they like blah blah blah, you know.
They are
No.
ignorant.
Like,
They are ignorant people.
yeah, they're ignorant. Like they see too much like how they used to be back in the day, you know. Even if you tell someone like, I'm doing circus, you are a clown, you juggle.
Clown or like a traveler,
Like gypsy.
nomad. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, yeah, and for them it's some of
Yeah,
that.
we make fire, man.
Yeah. For
And
them
we-
for them it's some things like that, but it's not really this, you know. It's actually being a clown, for example, it's like a very hard job to do.
Mhm.
It's not just a red nose. It's like you have to like learn how to like really how do you say like
Saying French because Romanian is
yeah.
borrowing words from French.
You have to learn how to like really like bring back the feelings, bring back the emotion,
I
like
see.
and be real, you know, because it's not just
You
like
can see a fake one and
yeah.
an
It's
entertainer.
not just being like, oh my god, that's crazy, but like if you really have the emotion and like people can understand what you want to say without talking,
Yeah.
that's a very hard job to do, to do this kind of thing. That makes sense?
Need to be deep.
Yeah, you need to bring back the emotion. Like if you want to make something sad, you have to think of something to make you feeling sad,
Yeah.
you know, like you say, like remember, like if you have something you want to make you happy, remember like this first time you had your first present, how did you react? And it's like, so you have to go very back, you have to go back in your memory to like find again that joy that you have, you know, to make it real. So when you do it on stage, you have this thought and it's gonna look real.
So better to take a nice LSD before, because you will go up and down in the
Yeah.
moods like
maybe like it will bring so much different kind of energy.
and you also see colors.
yeah, exactly.
Do you see progress since you step on the ship? What have you learned so far? In general, not necessarily
Like progress, like I feel like
in yourself.
I every time progress, how can you say?
Development.
Yeah, I every time like develop my skills, develop my knowledge, you know, by what I get taught by other people, create new connection. So all of those kind of things, like getting new contract, new jobs, you know, because I'm working for him, these guys or this company know this company,
Yeah.
or like it's my first time with this company, but maybe this will open new opportunities for the cruise ships. There's every time positivity in what you're doing. Anyway, like this is my way of seeing some things. Like if I am here today and I'm talking with you, if I get this job and work with those people, it creates connection and it creates like self-development, you know, like working with younger or older, you learn from each other every day, every time. And it could be positive or it could be negative. There is something that you learn at the end of the day. And it's what makes you grow and move forward.
Yeah.
That makes sense?
Of course.
Yeah.
Because in this industry, where do you work? It should be quite short, or it's not like a normal sales guy that he work until 60 years old. How long do you think you will still perform?
This is quite often the question
It's
people ask
hard,
me.
man.
Yeah. For me, I feel like until my body is my engine. You know, you take care of your engine. Like in a car, you take care that it's like nicely oiled. You put
Give good sleep.
Yeah, good sleep, good petrol, good like whatever.
So alcohol?
Oh yeah, I'm a party boy. So
Okay.
so I take care, but not excess. You know, I take care of my hygiene, how I eat, how I train. I'm going to physio. I'm going to like taking care of my body.
And the tip for the girls?
That's the first things.
How to maintain yourself in good shape. Not how to lose weight, because we are not here to lose weight, but how do you maintain? Or when do you know when you start to get weight? What do you do? Or do you let yourself to get weight? You get lazy times?
Oh, I have lazy time, but I still like, it's like consistency. It's the most important. So I have my up and downs. I have my junk day, eating junk food and all those kind of things.
So you're not very strict.
I am strict in a way of like, there is not a week where I'm not training.
Oh, okay.
It's
But not like every
and if I'm not training physically, I'm training mentally. I'm like, I'm just like going to devise an act, like, try to work on some things. So like, but I think like there is not a day where I'm not doing. Sorry, start again. In a week, there is at least a couple of days where I'm going to do like physical work.
Yeah.
At least to try and take care of that. And I'm not a kind of guy who eat like a lot of junk. I'm going to have a pizza once every.
But you'll have it.
But yeah, like I'm taking care
I think that helps a lot
of my diet. Yeah.
If you're just straight, I think you're just going crazy.
Yeah, don't private yourself.
You look maybe like this, but
I mean, it depends like how I'm happy. I like my body. I like how I am, and that's the most important. And if you feel good with yourself, that's I think the most important.
It will reward you.
Yeah, exactly. But there is no. Just like have self-motivation and self-power, And if you feel down or not good, like it's okay to realize it. I try for like, I had a couple of injury and I tried to like stop doing many things for like at least a month, like training properly, but I felt worse. So I know that wasn't what I need to do. It's not because you stop doing something that you will feel better. It's actually more the opposite. It's just how you manage your time. You don't have to train like 7 days a week or 6 days a week. You just have to train like 2-3 times a week. It's good, and find other way to like fulfill yourself. And if you feel good in your mind, you will feel good in your body, and those kind of things.
And when you try to achieve more skill, a new skill, for example, do you press it yourself or just continue with a relax, like 2-3 times per?
If I want to learn some new skills,
yeah. Follow the same pattern, or you just go more in deep?
I mean, like, for now, I stay on my specialty, which is like the steer wheel, the acrobatics, and the juggling. When I want to learn the new skills, I'm going to go progressively. That's as well like work clever or having a clever work. Like don't go crazy tricks straight away or like too intense into something that you don't probably manage. It's like when you start doing sound or lights, you don't go into like a big like stage to do all the lighting. You're starting with like something a little bit small to know how everything's works.
Depends on the opportunity.
Yeah. But I mean, or at least you got guidance, I had like training coach who like helped me to understand how some things work or like what I need to do or, but yeah, work clever. In fact, yeah.
Yeah. And what about the money? Do you invest? Because you make a lot of money.
It's my first time making so much money. That's so much.
So do you invest in something? For example, now it's a trend with crypto.
What's crypto?
Cool, that's my guy.
That's your next question.
So cryptocurrency, well, they are virtual coins that you can buy, and they are
like
working like Bitcoin. Yeah, they are going up and down. They are very volatile.
I don't do this.
No?
I'm not like, I don't like so much these kind of things. Like for now, like the money I have, I gave some to my mom because she has been here so many times for me. She helped me to buy my truck. She helped me when I came back from New Zealand where I was like super broke, and like she's super broke as well, but she's gonna do like credit and loan and for me because I can't have a loan because I don't have enough income or like a circus is not
credit score.
Yeah, it's not a regular job into some countries, so you can't get a loan. So at the moment, the money that I'm making like just go on the side. And I have no idea what I'm going to do with, to be honest. Like, my mom was, I was telling my mom like maybe she can buy a house and I pay part of it. and like, that eventually this house could be mine, or like, I have no idea. Like, I'm not this kind of guy who like want to invest money. I have no loan. Like the only things
Yeah, also.
yeah, the only
It's
things
better
I
to don't
pay.
have anything because we know why.
Yeah, I mean, like, I have a lot of friends who like, you make money by spending money. What is true as well.
Of course, you just need to be a little bit cautious because a pizza or maybe a phone or something, it can destroy your way of floating.
Yeah. So I think the only investment I do will be saving my money on the side and putting on a bank account, and until I go to New Zealand and buy a land.
Okay, so now you can go back to New Zealand whenever you want, or
no, it's my goal.
Again.
But like, to do it, I need to either find a partner, find a job, find something so will allow me to go back into it. However, that's the main picture, the main goal, but they will have many steps before going into this main goal. But cool. I know I will go back over there. And my bro is over there. My brother from another mother, He got his residency, like we left together in 2008. And I had to come back to France, but he could have stayed and get his paper through his qualification because he had a circus qualification. So
sounds very promiscuous. Very nice.
Yeah. What are you doing with your money? Investing?
For now, I don't.
You're doing the Bitcoin thing?
I don't have too much money, but all my salary, because I don't use it here. Part, yes, I use it for small stuff to buy on board. But yes, I'm just, how you can say, coquetting.
Coquetting?
Is like a synonym. I just flirting with cryptocurrency. So I put almost all my salaries inside and just watching how it goes up and down. And I was quite lucky because with the COVID and during this January, all the stocks went down, and I bought in that moment, and now they are all up. So they are keep growing.
Okay, that's cool.
So it's good. Yeah. But otherwise, I just plan to go back in Palma de Mallorca because there I have a friend, and I can stay at his place, and it's nice life. Also, last summer, I was living there, so
in Mallorca.
Yeah.
Mallorca, by Spain.
Yeah. There are 3 islands. Ibiza, Palma, and Menorca.
Okay.
So
and you want to buy a house over there or something? Or?
Maybe a land. Well, the goal, the main picture, is to buy 2-3 containers, put 1 or 2 underground, 1 or 2 on the top, and play the drums and. Play my music because I play also music as a DJ. I like to do scratching. So, I would like to buy this kind of terrain because it's not like a proper house.
Yeah, I want to do the same. Like what we call earthship. I don't know if you heard about earthship. Like it's like building
a bunker.
Yeah, building up a house through recycling thing. Like making it out. You use like tire that you fill up with clay, and then you build. I will show you like some very interesting thing. It's like
it's good for isolation.
It's eco house. You're making like eco house, so you can use container. You can use like recycling product from like tires, from cans, bottle, and then you make like your foundation out of that. But then around this you put like proper walls, proper thing. And it's like a sustainable house.
Nice. I want to dig it. I want to put it in underground because I like loud music.
Yeah, same.
But so I want to play drums with nobody.
Yeah. No, this is what if you get a land as well. Wow.
Yeah.
If you get a land as well, it will be pretty cool.
Cool. That was a pleasure to meet you here
today.
Yeah,
same, Alex.
We just left Genoa.
Yeah. And then 2 more weeks onto the Mediterranean Sea, and after let's go to Baltic Sea.
Yeah.
When do you finish your contract, did you say?
End of June.
End of June, yeah, same as me.
But who knows?
Yeah, we'll see each other in UK or somewhere.
Come to Palma. Huh?
Yeah, or Palma, or like on
Yeah,
the
in
boat.
UK,
on the-
when I'm, for example, also when I was living in Palma, when I had no more money, just fly back to UK, work
Yeah.
1-2 weeks with children.
Yeah.
Because with this agency that I work, they are very flexible. I have on an app on the phone, and I just see all the shifts they are available in this week. So
Okay.
tomorrow, if I disembark, I go to work.
Ah, that's cool.
So there is no problem. You need to have only one shift in 6 months.
Really? Oh, that's great.
Yeah, and now with this contract for the cruise, they never stopped exactly in those 6 months because we keep in touch by phone, so everything's okay. Do you want to come? Yes. I'm just now a little bit busy, but yeah, so they keep you employed.
Very nice.
Yeah, great system. I love it. I love it.
I agree.
Yeah, but the life in Palma is
Very different and sunny and warm.
and very nice. You know,
it is.
different system, but if you have a little bit of money, because it's not expensive at all,
Yeah.
you can do whatever you want. For example, what I like to do, take the car of my friend, skateboard, fishing rod, and just go around the island and sleep, you know, maybe campings, maybe on the parking places in, how you call it, on the beaches. Just put your tent there and just sleep, and in the morning just continue.
That's the way to go, man. That's really the way to go.
So I did plenty of times. Now I arrived at half of the island, so I still have half the shore, and then they have also mountains. I've been a little bit also in the mountains, but there is a lot to explore. So for a couple of years, I still have to explore.
Yeah, I will come and explore with you.
Also, New Zealand is nice.
Yeah.
But,
if you want to go, you know, you know Joe, bro. Now I give you contact, man.
I keep chasing this cruise that goes to New Zealand.
MSC, they go to New Zealand.
Yeah, but they do only 2-3 days, and then they leave because they do round trip.
Just get a holiday visa and go for three months.
I was thinking, but they asked like £5,000 to have in your.
Yeah, you need to have some money to like.
Yeah, maybe I won't spend it all. Who knows? We will see.
Yeah.
Anyway, cruise ship life is nice.
Yeah.
You can make friends. So yeah. This is what we're speaking about.
Yeah, it's very nice to meet you, bro.
Cool.
Thanks, bro. Thanks for this nice vlog.
Yeah. I will post more.
Anytime.
More vlogs, more images while we are here.
Yeah. And if you need me to do anything else for you, just ask me.
Of course.
Thank you.
Now
for my
let's
laptop
see
too.
how they will react to this. To this vlog.